The Junos on 105.9 The Region.
Take it. If she gives you her heart, don't you break it. Let your arms be a place she feels safe in. She's the best thing that you'll ever have.
All right, Forrest Blakk is nominated for a Juno, and that's going to be at the 51st Juno Awards taking place tomorrow in Toronto. May 15th, on the line, all the way from L.A., I've got Forrest Blakk. Forrest, what's going on, bud?
Hey, what a cliche. A Canadian now living in Los Angeles.
Well, I love it, though. It's like, it's kind of better than Florida, right? Then we'd be calling you a snowbird, and that just doesn't fit well with me, and I'm sure it wouldn't be fitting well with you.
No, it would definitely not fit well with me. However, I think my Nana would be okay with it. She loves those Florida trips in the winter.
I love it. So congratulations on the nomination. You are nominated for a TikTok Fan Choice Award, which is the only fan-voted award, which is pretty cool because you like the respect of your peers, but when you get the fans backing you up, I think it's kind of neat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really honored, to be honest. Like, I've always loved my fans. I love the relationship I get with my fans. I even have a number that my fans text me on. Just right before you called, I was actually FaceTiming with a fan in Nashville. That's what my life looks like. So for this to be the Juno, it'd be pretty amazing to win. But I do have some pretty steep competition I'm up against. So if anybody out there wants to help me, please help me.
TikTok, obviously, social media. How has social media impacted you and how you get your word out, how you get your message out?
It's really impacted me, and it's changed, especially during this whole pandemic. We couldn't go out and tour, and I was supposed to be out with the Goo Goo Dolls, and I was supposed to play the Budweiser stage with the Goo Goo Dolls, and then all of a sudden this pandemic hit, and we got shut down. So it became the only way I could access my fans. So that turned into, like, weekly live streams, and then just getting to know my fans a little bit more one-on-one. And then it's just continued. It's snowballed into something way bigger than I could have ever imagined, and in turn, my fans are incredible. I think every artist says this, but I believe this to be true, that I have the best fans in the world.
That sounds like it's coming from the heart. And while speaking of fans, last year you received your first Canadian gold record, and that was for If You Love Her. And you did that with Meghan Trainor. How was working with her?
It was so crazy. Yeah, it's since gone platinum, so it's kind of mind-blowing. You're sitting there as like a little Canadian. I'm from Montreal, and you think that, this is a big dream, and then all of a sudden it starts coming true, and you're like, holy cow. So yeah, to go from gold to platinum, and again, all during a pandemic. And then once the song was out, almost a year ago to the date, I opened up my Instagram, and I had a message from Meghan Trainor, and she's like, I am your biggest fan. And she's like, I recorded a second verse to your song. Call me. I had to run out the room and go see my girlfriend. I'm like, is this real? And the next thing you know, I'm texting with Meghan Trainor, and within a week, the song has a new version of it, and that went out to the world, and it's been incredible, man. You never think when you write a song it's going to be the song, and for this to have been the song, it's been pretty special. Now it's just stretching across the globe, and again, as a little Canadian, I'm just proud to represent us and go out and teach people around the world that we don't live in igloos, but we are very good at hockey, and we do have the best maple syrup, and that's my thing.
And incredible talent like yourselves. Now, I was speaking of other Canadian talent. I was talking with Carl Wolf, who's up for a Juno as well. And I asked him during the pandemic, have you come up with any hobbies? Carl says he's become his own personal chef. How about yourself? Aside from writing, of course, Forrest, aside from writing.
I write all the time, but I have two hobbies that I do. This is a weird one, but I've become a squirrel whisperer. So I have these like squirrels that hang out at my front of my house, and I built in this little picnic table that sits on my tree, and I feed them walnuts every morning. They come down, and I've been earning their trust for about a year. But the other thing I've been doing, to be honest, is I just spend a lot of time on TikTok on people's live streams and go in and just start chatting with people. It's been incredible. It started because I was talking to my girlfriend. I was like, nobody really knows me. I have this hit song, and I feel weird. I can't get out into the world and do the thing. And she's like, no, hon, people know who you are. And I was on a TikTok live stream with just this random person somewhere in the world. And I asked them if they knew my song. And they were like, oh, my God, yeah. And they freaked out. So it's been a thing where I spend maybe about, half hour every day doing this. Maybe it's not like a conventional hobby like a personal chef, but just that connection, man. I love it.
Well, I like it. You're connecting with the squirrels and you're connecting with your fan base. That is, that's truly Canadian. You couldn't be any more Canadian, Forrest, man. To vote for Forrest, he needs your votes for this TikTok award for the Junos. So you can go to junofanchoice.ca or hashtag TTJFC Forrest Blakk. Good luck at the Junos. We'll keep watching for you, and we'll talk real soon.
Thank you so much.
A celebration of Canadian music. The Junos on 105.9 The Region.